Hi everyone, as promised, here's the Unit 2.2 review quiz being worked out. So use transformation properties, describe the transformation, and then graph the quadratic functions and give the vertex, domain, and range. Plot at least 5 points on the graph. And that should say, or as many that will fit. So number 1, we have 1/2 x squared. The vertex did not move left or right at all, so I leave the vertex right here at 0, 0. And then the 1, 3, 5 gets multiplied by whatever is all the way in the front, so times 1/2. So I'll have 1/2, 3 halves, or 1.5, and 5 halves, or 2.5. So starting at that vertex, on each side I'll go out 1 and then up 1/2. And then the next time I go out 1, I'll go up 1.5. Then the next time I go up 1, I'll go out 1 and then up 2.5. And then draw in my lines. Just like that. Okay, so for the description, we will say that it didn't move left or right, up or down. However, it was vertically compressed by a factor of 1/2. It was vertically because we multiplied the y values. All of the compressions and stretches that we're doing for our purposes are vertical. And then it's compressed because 1/2 is less than 1, and then by a factor of what we multiplied by. So we took the y values and multiplied them by 1/2. The vertex is still at 0, 0. Our domain is all real numbers, and the range is the y values greater than or equal to 0. I'm actually going to go over to number 4 because it's easier for scrolling. So we have negative x plus 2 squared plus 3. So my parent function has a vertex at 0, 0, but that plus 2 tells us anything with the x does the opposite. So plus 2 tells us that we're actually going to go to the left 2. And that plus 3 is for the y values. We do just what it says. We go up 1, 2, 3. So our vertex is at negative 2, 3. The 1, 3, 5, we multiply it by whatever's all the way in the front. So we multiply it by negative 1. So now we'll have negative 1, negative 3, and negative 5. So when we go out 1 on each side, we'll go down 1. From those points, we'll go out 1 again, and we'll go down 1, 2, 3. And then out 1, go down 5. Then draw in my lines for the sides of my parabola. That was kind of shaky. Oh well. Okay, so here we will say that it went, for the description, so it's plus 2, so it went to the left 2. It was this negative in the front, tells us that it was reflected over the x-axis. It got flipped upside down, that's why it's opening down. And then the plus 3 tells us we went up 3. Our domain again is all real numbers, and here the range is y is less than or equal to positive 3. Okay. So now I'm going to be looking at 2 and 5. So number 2, we have 2 times x minus 2 squared minus 3. So the parent function has a vertex at 0, 0. Minus 2 tells us we'll go to the right 2, and the minus 3 tells us to go down 1, 2, 3. The 1, 3, 5 are getting multiplied by 2. So I'll get 2, 6, and 10. That tells me when I go out 1 on each side of the vertex, first I'll go out 1, up 2. The next time I go out 1, I'll go up 6. And that's as many that will fit on there. So I will connect these points. Okay. So my description will be this minus 2 says we go to the right 2, The 2 in the front tells me that we did a vertical stretch this time. Excuse me, it was a stretch because 2 is greater than 1. And we say by a factor of 2, and then it also went down 3. The vertex is at 2, -3. The domain is all real numbers. And the range is y is greater than or equal to -3. On number 5, we have 2 times x minus 3 squared. So my parent function of a vertex of 0, 0, that -3 tells us that we're going to go to the right 1, 2, 3. The 1, 3, 5 is being multiplied by 2. So we have 2, 6, and 10. So when we go out 1, we'll go up 2. Go out 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 6. It's just off the screen. Okay, so the description, so that -3 says we will go to the right 3. And the 2 in the front is what we multiplied the y values by, so this was a vertical stretch by a factor of 2. The vertex is at 1, 2, 3, 0. The domain is all real numbers. And the range is y is greater than or equal to 0. Now on to number 3 and 6. So number 3 is -2 times x plus 1 squared plus 3. So my vertex was at 0, 0. The plus 1 tells me to go to the left 1, and the plus 3 tells me to go up 1, 2, 3. The 1, 3, 5 is being multiplied by what's all the way in the front, which is -2. So we get -2, -6, -10. So that negative tells me we're going to go down instead of up. So we'll still go out 1, but we'll go down 2. Then we'll go out 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. My description, the plus 1 tells me I went to the left 1. The negative in the front says we reflected over the x-axis. And then the 2 says we did a vertical stretch by 2. And then we also went up 3. So my vertex is at -1, 3. My domain is all real numbers. And my range is y is less than or equal to 3. And then number 6, we have -x minus 1 squared minus 2. So my vertex parent point is at 0, 0. -1 means to go to the right 1. -2 means to go down 2. My 1, 3, 5 is being multiplied by what's in the front, -1. So we'll have -1, -3, and -5. So I'll go out 1, down 1 on each side. Then out 1, down 1, 2, 3. And then that's as many points as will fit on there. So my description, so the -1 means to go to the right 1. The negative means to reflect over it's messy. Oh well. Reflect over the x-axis. And then finally down 2. My vertex is at 1, -2. My domain is all real numbers. And my range is y is less than or equal to -2.